That is nuts.
Oh man, Chimera just almost had him, and really, there's nothing going on at home for Wobulator, so if he could have cleaned that up, he could have climbed back into this game. The Broodlings are going to take down one or more. Chimera just almost had him, and really, there's nothing
This build
going on at
issue
home for Wobulator,
is pretty good.
Clean that up, he could have climbed back into this game. The Broodlings are going to take down one or more.
It's so silly, but it's actually pretty good.
Almost had him, and really.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna solo cast this until Mark gets back. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll wait for the other cast to be over, but it's... How am I not following him? Odd. Whenever camera roll's done, I'm gonna actually start this shit. So these replays are old, which is a fucking pain in the ass. Which means I have to go and we have to do the timing, the 3, 2, 1 countdowns bullshits. Was it week 8? I think it was week 8. Let's do a little quote action. A little retweet action. Alright, I think we're in good shape. Am I missing anything? Nothing? Pretty much nothing? Let's give this one last shot. I don't have Nico versus Brock's replay, and none of them has responded to me, so we'll see what happens. We might just have to do it live. And by do it live, I mean, I don't know. Just not cast it and tell you who wins. Although I don't remember who won, so I'll have to look it up. Where am I looking at right now? Did they come back yet? He didn't come back yet. Awkward. Alright, we got the tweets going out. We're good. We got everything. Alright, cool. We're gonna just start this up. Fuck it. Mark's not here. We're gonna leave him with the stupid picture and then just go into the games, because why not? Alright. So what's our matchups here? We got Toasty versus Hyperkinetic. So it's gonna be a PVZ on Cactus Valley, so it could be a long game. Honey Badger versus Total Havoc on Proxima TVP. Palio Terminal Brooke versus Nikos, which I don't have the replay for, unfortunately, so we're not gonna do that. It would have been I think it's random versus Terran. I messaged both of them. I didn't see. No one messaged me back with a replay, so oh well. Next game is going to be Black Snow versus SC2BM Raider, also known as Tech4, also known as, I don't know, I feel like he has other names. Table! That was his name, Table. Yes, I remember now. On Belcher Vestige and a ZVP. Sounds like a rough game for Zerg. Siegfried versus Kira. TVP on Abyssal Reef. Could be interesting. Me versus Ice. ZVP on Newkirk Precinct. And the final match is going to be Luna versus Atrantis on starting on Anagrounds. Alright, so should be a full fun cast here. Let's go right into it. Hyperkinetic versus Toasty. And I gotta go back and disconnect from Battle.net every time because these replays are shit and old. Because that's all I wanted. Watch my game crash. Alright. So, in the bottom right-hand corner, playing the orange? I guess orange Protoss. For Team All Inspiration, it is Hyperkinetic. And in the top left-hand corner, getting that Zerg favorite, I feel, cross positions, playing for Team Confederation, whatever the hell their name is. It is the Zerg player Toasty. So yeah, cross positions on Cactus Valley. I am a big fan of this map for Zerg cross positions. Not such a big fan when it's close positions. What I find a lot of this map is this map changes very, very drastically depending on the map positions you get, right? If you're one of these close vertical positions or horizontal positions, your map, the openness of this map really doesn't come into play, really. It just is, you get this choke point here. Oh, first of all, the choke point by your natural and your two possible third bases, always hard to engage with here. Ground control units like sentries, like lurkers get very, very strong here. Siege tanks, shit like that. The only real open area is by this third base down here, or in the middle. And when you're in close positions, you never get this middle fight. You'll never fight someone in the middle here. So I think it's good for Tosa here that he gets this like really, really far cross positions here. So he gets this big open area to spot Hyperkinetic if he ever moves out and can take the engagement on his terms. So far, it looks like pretty standard builds from both players. We got Toasty, I think, went for a hatch first, into a gas, into a pool. And Hyperkinetic, I think, went for a gateway. Oh, no, went for a Nexus first, actually. Oh, no. Gateway expand. I lied. Did he? Or, I don't remember. Either way, there's a Nexus pretty early on. There's a hatchery pretty early on. So we're going for a macro game here for sure. Hyperkinetic has to come in, spot out the timing of everything, and realize he's in no trouble whatsoever. Let's see. So nothing really is going to happen for a little bit here until about the 2.5-3 minute mark, when both players decide what they're, well, at least the Protoss decides what tech he's going for sure. I'm interested to see the timing really of Toasty's third base here and how many queens he decides to make on top of it. So right now, standard 2 queens are coming out. He's trying to take his third now. Hyperkinetic trying to block it. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty quick third base. And if the probe stayed around, he would have had these links out to defend and pick away and try to take the third. But in fact, Toasty goes back home. He does not go for this third base. So I don't know if that was like a trying to fake out Hyperkinetic and try to fake out a third base for him. But he is not making a third base, and in fact, he is making an Evo chamber. So let's see what he comes out with here. This could be some sort of drop play, but there really aren't many overlords in position. One of the, I guess you could say, issues or attributes of this map more is because it's not a 2-player map, drop play you have to get speed for. Most of the time when you're playing against when you're playing cross positions, because your overlords are never going to get there. You're going to check the top base and the bottom base, right? These two bases, and then these overlords have to somehow get over to this drop position to actually do a drop play. In fact, it's not even going to be that. It's going to be +1 melee and a Roach Warren. So it's not even going to be a drop play at all. Does take a second gas here, so I'm interested in what he's going to do with this gas. Maybe a Roach timing push off of 2.5 bases or so, just to push Hyperkinetic on his back foot. A lot of times the pros would play a little bit greedy on this map, and since this is kind of a big map where you can spot things, they sometimes take a pretty early third base and try to push their kind of economic advantage that way. And usually a Zerg can't pressure too hard with a Photon Overcharge. But we'll see what Toasty decides to do here. Oh, there is the new Tide Carapace. So he is in fact getting overload speed. I'm not sure if it's just for scouting or for drop play, but the possibility will be there as he's going to get some speed and he has the Evo Chamber out pretty early. Pretty quick Spore Crawl here from Toasty. Third base isn't even done yet. Did he spot out anything in the main base? No, just a precautionary Spore Crawler. I guess he hasn't seen much coming out from Hyperkinetic at all this game, so might as well play it safe. Drop down that Spore Crawler and make sure that he won't die to anything silly like a DT or anything like that. And I mean, a DT play into like Archon drop is very common nowadays, so stuff like that can happen. And just honestly, being prepared with a Spore Crawler is pretty good, right? It defends against DTs. It also defends against our Oracles, Phoenix, all that kind of play. So Hyperkinetic's gonna try to come out and take his third base now. A couple lanes will probably be here to spot out. Oh, he's actually getting blocked by the Zealot, unfortunately. Spot out the base before it happens. Please, please, sir. Please, sir, I need to get through. He's not letting him through. Nope. Nope. Oh, there we go. There's that mineral walk. Okay, so he does get through. Finally takes that base. And looks like Hyperkinetic's gonna try to make his way towards the macro game. He's actually ahead in probes right now. He's 45 to 38 probes. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Toasty going to his lair play. Double 4 gases up and running now. Second Evo chamber. Getting his roach count up a little bit. I'm not sure what he's gonna do with it yet. There still is nothing on his third base. It's a couple drones coming now, so I think he's gonna start droning up his third nowadays. Now that his main and natural are both saturated, so gonna try to get that 3 base Zerg economy going and try to get to his nice big roach hydra composition. The one thing that's a little bit odd about it though is he did go for the melee upgrade and didn't really do too much with his initial Zerglings. A lot of times you'll see melee upgrades from Zerg, and then they go for a kind of big pressure onto the third base with a bunch of Lings and try to take it out before they really get situated. But none of that happening right now. Hyperkinetic on his side of the map, gonna go for this interesting little Immortal 2 Adept drop. Not something I've seen too often, but this could be pretty strong with it if he has pretty good Warp Prism micro. Could take out a lot of roaches with this, as Immortals shell away and never get hit by the micro. Gonna float over, spot this army out. Goes right. Oh, is he gonna drop? No, he's gonna warp it right in their face. Come at me, bro. Is Toasty gonna take the challenge? Nope. Hyperkinetic realizes, no, that's okay. I took a wrong turn. This is your neighborhood, guys. I'm gonna leave. He actually loses the shield on the Immortal, which is kind of unfortunate, and that has to come back. It would be pretty nice though if Hyperkinetic does spot out this 4th base, because he probably could actually do some damage here. Well, the roaches are now in place to defend it, because there really isn't too much of an army. Unit-wise, there's only like 7 roaches, 5 hydras out now. And if he could Warp Prism Marker, he could drag him around between this 3rd natural position. He could just go back and forth and just be real annoying. Let's see. So, wow, looks like Toasty's feeling toasty over here. He's got feeling toasty. Sure, that was yeah. He's going for every tech in the book right now, right? He's got Infestation Pit coming up. He's got a Hydra's Den coming up. He's got a Spire coming up. So, whatever tech choice his heart desires, bam, it's gonna be available to him. Meanwhile, the other side of the map, Hyperkinetic gonna go with this Gateway Immortal type play. This little composition. Continuing to pump out Immortals. I kind of like this play as he's seen mostly a roach-based army, which once you get an Immortal count up, it's gonna be kind of hard to stop, right? Immortals are pretty good against roaches. A decent sentry count too. 5 sentries with full energy almost. Can't do a lot if Toasty doesn't make too many Ravagers, but it looks like he's actually gonna spend his gas mostly on these Lurkers instead of Ravagers, which is gonna help Toasty out a lot, because he's gonna basically put up a siege position onto Hyperkinetic and make Hyperkinetic attack into him rather than just sit and be able to sit and just continue to make his army bigger and expand. So it looks like he's gonna move across here with these 4 Lurkers, which could be pretty strong. There are only 2 Immortals out right now. Third one kind of dancing around here, having a party with this Zealot. He's a good bouncer, man. He stopped that pro from expanding. He's really letting this Immortal know that, hey, you're not allowed in. You've had too much to drink already. You have to go home. And his buddy behind him's like, come on, bro, let us in. I'll slip you a 50. And but this Zealot's not having it. But Toasty's, he's got his army. He's ready to go. He's coming across the map. He's got upwards of 4 Lurkers, 5. Can't do math. 4, 8, 9 Lurkers up now, and this one lone Mulus who's going to be commanding the army up top. Nice little Zealot run by here with the Warp Prism from Hyperkinetic. He's going to take out a decent amount of workers. Takes out 14 workers, and Toasty has to go home to defend this because he really doesn't. He really wants to hold his 4th base because it's going to be pretty important to stay ahead of Hyperkinetic on this economy. And it looks like Hyperkinetic will take out this 4th base. It's a nice pick off there from him. Loses pretty much just minerals to take a decent chunk of the economy. Hyperkinetic up ahead about 20 supply. Math. 20 supply. So they may meet up here in the middle of the map. So you're gonna spot these lings out first. He does see all these lurkers, and he cannot fight these lurkers right now. There is way too much for him to try to attack into. I think if he got a couple more mortals, he might be able to pick off like little sections of this lurker army, but he cannot fight into all of them at once. They're just gonna be too strong. And also, I don't even think there's a overseer here from the spot out these lurkers. Yeah, I don't think so. Does he have an overseer? He doesn't even have an overseer. He's got to make one like now. He's making 2 right now. He's overseer's gonna come out. Overseer, observer, isn't it? Observer. I am sorry, Zerg things. He's gonna have this observer to come out and spot these lurkers from, but the lurker count has gotten to a point now where it's gonna be very, very difficult for Hyperkinetic to actually move in and take out any of his army. Especially like I was saying before, how this choke point, which is great for a defender's advantage, is also great for sieging. So you can like set up your lurkers in a concave back here, and the only way they can come at you, since lurkers have great range, is they have to attack into your concave with lurkers. Or not even a concave, ball of lurkers works too. And look at all the splash damage all these lurkers are doing. It's just absolutely shredding this gateway heavy army. Like with this range, Hyperkinetic is just gonna get suffocated as Toasty slowly moves in. And he even may lose his observer because the overseer is here to spot it. It's gonna be quite difficult. I think the way Hyperkinetic needs to fight this army, he needs like to fight lurkers, right? It's gonna be very hard to just depend entirely on your observers, right? Because it's gonna be they can get sniped out. They're weak, and most Zergs pull a observer with their overseer with their army. So what a lot of pro wrestlers will do nowadays is they'll take make a Stargate, take a single Oracle, and tag the entire army. Because you know a tag can't disappear like an overseer can. Observer. God, overseer observer. And every time Hyperkinetic kind of moves into this big ball of lurkers, it's very, very difficult to engage, because he's backing in and out and taking damage every time he backs in and out and doesn't really trade anything for it. I did talk to Hyperkinetic after this game, and he did talk about how he could have played this game better. Disruptors would have been a great call here, because how bunched up all these lurkers are. But he's had enough. He's gonna try to go for it and just push through. But all these Hydras here defending on top of these lurkers, the DPS is just gonna be way too much. Hyperkinetic's army is just to get crushed by the lurkers. Even has corruptors on top, and I think Toasty also has the Greatest Spire. Yeah, he does. The Greatest Spire and Ultra's Cavern. So he's gonna probably, once he gets a moment, he's gonna morph all of these into a bunch of into a bunch of Broodlords. And there it is, 5 on Broodlords. Those are basically the GG units. When you have Broodlords on top of lurkers, it's a very, very hard position to break. I do enjoy that this one Muta is still here. He's just hanging out, loving it. Just chilling. He's the real commander. He's the MVP of this army right now. Got 0 kills. I don't think he's like fired a glaive once, but he's just been here. So Toasty's gonna move in again now. Here we've got the 5 Broodlord army. I don't know what he's waiting for, as there is no anti-air on Hyperkinetic's side. I guess he's gonna wait for the lurkers to come in a little bit and give him a little more support. Really get that chokehold going. Start playing that Terran-like siege tank push. Hyperkinetic really just kind of trying to find out any kind of answer. Does he have blink? He doesn't even have blink right now, so trying to blink on these Broodlords is not gonna really happen. His army is just gonna sit in this position and wait until Hyperkinetic comes out and loses his entire army. Toasty just content sitting here waiting for him to come out. Pick away from a distance. Basically the way you gotta play with Lurker Broodlord. You don't want to overcommit to anything. But yeah, this is just too much, and Hyperkinetic's gonna have to tap out. GG, Toasty takes game 1. Yeah. So that's a pretty solid game there for Toasty. I do like he had, I think, every single tech path in the entire Zerg arsenal at the end of that game. Ultra's Cavern, Greater Spire, Lurkers, Hydra, Roach, Ling. He didn't have Banelings. He did not have Banelings. Gotta step it up, man. So let's go put the score at 0-1. Toasty takes game 1. Confed up 1-0. Give him the win there. Boom. Production value, guys. Now the problem is, these are all old replays, so I have to keep going back in time, re-logging out, logging back in to look at these replays, which is annoying as shit. Let's see. Set number 2 is going to be on Proxima Station. Total Havoc versus Honey Badger PvT. So this is going to be an incredible cast because I don't play Terran or Protoss. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so in the bottom left hand corner of Proxima Station, playing the light blue teal-ish color Protoss, it is Total Havoc. And in the top right hand corner, playing for Confed, the purple Terran, it is Honey Badger. I completely forgot to put the score up last time, but it's okay, it was 0-0, no one needed to know anyway. Sorry, had to message my co-caster, which isn't here. So PvT. What do I know about PvT? I know Cyclones are good. I know nothing else about PvT. So I'm gonna give you a little play-by-play action. So I guess I can talk about the map, really. The map is, I don't know, I kind of like Proxima Station, but I kind of also hate it all at the same time. It does seem like it's a very big map, right? So you have expansions all around here. We got this tucked in back expansion, an expansion at the front, and then this kind of fourth base is a little bit far away, but I mean, you could defend it. But yeah, so it's a pretty. Most games you'll get 3 bases pretty easily. There won't be any kind of crazy shenaniganry because you have this one single ramp defending 2 bases for you. So I wonder if that's going to come into play here and try and become more of a macro-ish oriented game rather than a kind of cheesy 2-base play. But again, that also means that it's kind of hard to scout this back base. So sometimes 1-base play is a little hard to scout out because you're not going to get back there as easily. But as I say that, Total Havoc gets in there and sees the back base anyway. So standard Reaper coming out here. Gonna chase away this probe. I'm probably gonna go out and scout the his opponent. Actually gonna go see if there's any pylons back here. Always a good thing to do, just to make sure you're not getting cheesed out by something crazy. Protoss, I'm still convinced that probes are the scariest unit in this game. Who knows what could be hiding and lurking in the shadows of where a probe's been. So factory gonna come out. I'm gonna switch over with this barracks. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know Protoss Terran builds. All right. So the gas second gateway coming out. Yeah, warp gate. Yeah. So the expansion coming out for Total Havoc. He went in and didn't see too much. He did see the factory, I believe, so he may expect some sort of kind of tech play going. Yeah, he saw the factory building. So he may suspect some sort of Cyclone opening from Honey Badger, but I'm not sure if he's completely ready to defend it quite yet. Reapers have come in, spot a pylon, not gonna see too much else. Did he spot anything else? Yeah, absolutely nothing else. So I'm curious to see how Total Havoc defends against this Cyclone push here. He is going for 2 stalkers. He's gonna have 3 stalkers out and a photon overcharge. So, if microed correctly, he should be okay against this, I believe. Also, Honey Badger still has not taken an expansion quite yet. So this looks like a pretty aggressive play coming out here. So I think it's gonna be a Cyclone push followed up by Widow Mine drop, possibly. That's all I can think of. Let's see, on Total Havoc side, he's gonna go for this robotics facility, drop another gateway. Yeah, I don't know if it was a mistake, but I feel like his warp gate was very, very delayed. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you delay warp gate. I don't know. I'm not a pro player. So yeah, here comes the Widow Mine drop. What looks like is gonna happen is the Cyclone's gonna try to break down this back rocks, try to distract all of these units into natural, drive them to the main, and in the main, death will await them because this Widow Mine drop's gonna come into the main and try to get a lot of damage done. Pretty smart play here coming out of Honey Badger. I do like it. Unfortunately, Total Havoc has no vision of these rocks going down, so these Cyclones are gonna be a complete surprise for him. Because he's got these pylons to the front, expecting a frontal attack. Oh, he does see it now, so he's gonna know. I would love to see another. Well, let's see. Yeah, there's a couple pylons going down in the back. I don't know if they'll be up in time for these rocks to be before these rocks go down, but at least he's gonna have it on the way. All these stars gonna get pulled to defend. Oh, these Widow Mines actually went off in the main. I am not a good observer. I was waiting for the I was waiting for this push to come in first. So let's say you got 3 worker kills with it. Oh, I got 10. Wait, what? I get 10 workers killed. Oh no, this one has 6. I am so bad at observing. I am so sorry, guys. I was so the distraction worked out really well. I was distracted completely. Oh, what a play there for Honey Badger. He does scan, takes out both observers with the one Widow Mine. That's some Gosu plays right there. Holy shit. Somebody submit that to, like, I don't know, SQ2 highlights or something. And this Widow Mine's gonna go up again. I think, maybe? No, it's not. Oh, okay. That was a little scary. So Honey Badger did get the damage he needed to get done. He's up now 30 to 28 workers. Command center in the back is finished. Actually, what wound up happening, it almost made him even. Their supplies are pretty even. Their economy is pretty even. Yeah, we'll see. Although, when I say even, he also has mules, so it's a couple more SCVs in his favor. I think Total Havoc's thinking, alright, he did enough damage to me, I gotta get some damage done on the other side of the map as well. So he's moving across the map with his army, with Stalkers, Adepts, got the Observer. Is this Mothership Corps with him, or is he leaving it home? Or where is that Mothership Corps? Oh, it's here. Oh, another Widow Mine drop coming into the back of the base. Total Havoc does see it completely though, he's not going to do too much damage. He's going to lose 2 workers, not too bad. And this army going across the map doesn't have any reinforcements though. Like, there's no War Prism coming from. There's no forward pylon. There's no anything. And I think he's going to be pretty safe. Honey Badger, that is. Got a bunker at the top of the ramp and 2 Marines kind of just chilling. And his Widow Mine. So I don't think Total Havoc could actually break up this ramp quite yet. The War Prism's on the way. Honey Badger's starting to get ahead in the supply here. 34 army supply to 28. His Widow Mine drops are just doing plenty of work here for Honey Badger. He killed more workers? He's got 14 workers killed already. Denying mining here again. Yeah. Ouch, even the Mothership Corps taking damage from this Widow Mine. The War Prism comes home. Army comes home. Total Havoc in a bit of disarray here. Just hasn't been able to deal with these Widow Mine drops quite at the rate he needed to. Oh my god, please no. Holy that's awkward. That's another. Oh, that's a lot of kills. This Widow Mine's got 12 kills already. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Total Havoc down to 22 workers to the 41 Honey Badger. And this army is just lost and confused out in the middle of the map. Doesn't know what to do. War Prism. I think Total Havoc needs to try to find a way to get damage. And if you're looking at this army, there's really no place to get damage up this ramp. He's gonna come in and spot it to the observer. Just take a gander at what he sees. Doesn't even see the siege tank in the back of the back, but he knows he can't get any damage here. I don't think. But I think he might have to try. Does take out a medevac. That's not a bad pickoff. That's one way to get back into it. But the siege tank in the back is gonna start shelling away at these adepts and doesn't take any out. But this army, if he wanted to, could stem forward and just take everything out. This is gonna be rough. No upgrades on the other side, but stem bio with medevac support can be quite deadly. Total Havoc hasn't really been able to replenish his work count either. He's still sitting on 25 workers. And as time goes by, the economy of Honey Badger is going to get farther and farther out of control. The more he sits on us, the more Total Havoc gets behind. Even this Viking is going to catch out this War Prism. It's going to go down. Total Havoc's realized he's got to do something. He's going to shade in and try to attack. But there's just too much stuff here. Too much bile, too much siege tanks, and all of the depths that you're going to get absolutely shredded. Stalkers at the bottom of the ramp, not really getting anything done, not really contributing to the fight much whatsoever. Yeah, and it looks like Honey Badger's going to hold this base and take a significant advantage. It's 89 to 30 supply, and yeah, those Widow Mines at the beginning of the game really did a number on Total Havoc's economy, and just really his ability to push and formulate an army. It just wasn't going to happen. Third base coming down from Honey Badger, just even more cementing his lead in this game. There are 3 siege tanks out. I think Honey Badger knows he could just go across the map now and end it, but he's going to play a little bit safe. He's going to build up his army, wait, and then go across the map later on. And there it is. He's going to move across the map now. This army is going to be quite deadly. No upgrades still. I don't know how Total Havoc's going to possibly hold this. He's got a Robo Bay coming up, but even after the Robo Bay finishes, he still needs to make Colossus or Disruptors. And this army is just not at all big enough to take out what's coming for him. There's that scan that Terrans always do. And you realize, I probably won this game. Let me check real quick. Ah, there we go. Of course I did win this game. And here it comes, the final push from Honey Badger, and he's gonna scan again just to make sure. He knew he won, but he's gonna make sure he won again for sure. Sieging up, gonna take out these pylons from distance. Don't want to throw all your armies into a photon overcharge. Your entire army into a photon overcharge. So he's gonna take out these pylons and then probably move up, siege up on top of the third base, and slow push us till victory. Militia Corps is finally out, but it doesn't matter because the photon overcharge they're gone because of the pylons going down. He does get a disruptor out. Does get an okay hit actually. This disruptor has to do magic if he's gonna hold. Photon overcharge does come out. He's gonna hold back for a little bit, but realizes it doesn't even matter. I've got enough to hold this. And he can't. Total Havoc can't come down this ramp because these 2 siege tanks are gonna shell away at this choke point. A little shade in. It's gonna spot out the army. Gets absolutely crushed. Decent shot there again by the Disruptor. Disruptor's got 12 kills already. I would love to see Honey Badger split a little bit here. Just like pre-split the armies. It's just a little bit hard for Total Havoc to kind of pick away, but it's not too bad right now. Shade's gonna come out again, try to spot out where the army is. Oh well, he may have lagged out a bit. Oh, and the Disruptor does go down. That's gonna be rough. That Disruptor is a big part of Total Havoc's army here. Gets shelled away by the siege tank, and never mind. Honey Badger goes home for some reason. Well, I mean, actually, the supplies are starting to even up a little more. That's a lot of it's a lot of adepts here, and I don't know how much bio there is left over. There's a decent amount, but like if you eat shades on top of all that bio, there's a chance. There's a chance for this army to take him out. The Dev's gonna walk out, try to spot what he can see. Sees the unsieged siege tanks. Big disruptor hit possible. Does hit a siege tank, not nothing. I do think he needs more disruptors though. This is not gonna be enough to fight this army. If a lot of these adepts in the back doing nothing, his adept's gonna shade in, but I don't think it's quite enough. And there it is, the GG with the mana meal for some reason. I don't know. And there it is. Honey Badger takes game number 2, puts up Confed 2-0. Alright, let's see if I can get my other co-caster in this thing. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. We may attempt Skype. Maybe. Oh god, why are you on top of my shit now? Are you kidding me? Go away. Nope, go away. Gotta see my face. Come on now. See you online. Yep. Alright. I cast the first 2 games because I want to get the host.
Okay.
I can't type my password.
So what game are we on?
It's gonna be game 4 because I don't know where game 3 is.
Okay. No Tech 4 Blacks now?
Yes. Sure. Image. There we go. Okay. Oh god. Got up. Oh wait. What? What just happened? No, wrong thing. Where's your face? Can't find your face. Oh, there. I have a head. We figured it out. We did it.
There you go. Not that I can say there you go because I'm not looking at it, but
It's
positive encouragement, I guess.
Yeah. Close enough.
Okay, let's...
Alright, we got you. Alright. Yeah.
Oh, pause. Calm down. Calm down, King.
Alright, so I don't know what Nico's versus Brooke's replay is. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, Brooke won. I want to say it was a 60-minute epic game. Went down to the wire. There's a base trade. It went down to 1 Marine, Micro against 1 Marine. I don't know, something like that.
There were, you know, just sick plays.
Yeah, and there's nothing you could say to deny that.
No.
I also think you were very quiet. Let me boost you a little bit here.
Using my good mic, or I mean, as good as it can be, but like better mic. I think.
Alright, might be better. We'll find out. If you can't hear, let me know. It should be good though. In theory.
Well, it's Skype, so you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm as high as I can go. Okay.
So we're gonna give Brooke that win because I don't know where the replay is.
Are you on your channel or the All-In channel?
My channel.
Okay. Should pull the chat up, right?
If you want to talk to people, you don't have to. They don't. You don't need to pander to these people. All right.
No, I love all of my fans.
You have fans?
Great, wonderful human beings. No, but I can dream, right?
Good point. All right, I'm loading the game up. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it at 0.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be at 1 second. Whatever, close enough. Holy shit, the sound is loud.
Okay.
We can go down to 18%. I don't know if that's better. If that's low enough, we'll find out soon.
I have my StarCraft sound on like 4%.
4%, good. All right.
And it's still loud.
All right, you count it down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, in the top left-hand corner, playing for Team All Inspiration, it is All-In's SC2BM Reader, or Tech 4.
Whatever his name is.
Whatever the hell his name is now.
And over here in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Protoss player, Black Snow.
Oh, if I change the volume right now, you're gonna have to pause. God damn it. Wait. I'm pausing. 30 seconds.
Okay.
It is definitely too loud compared to you.
Okay. Boo is here. He's just casting. He's not
All right.
playing.
Wait. Okay. What number? What time are you at?
32.
All right. You count it down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Are you at 40 seconds right now?
Yeah.
Good. Perfect. Close enough. We did it.
Technology is there.
Goddamn old replays. It's awful. Awful stuff.
And by old, like, you know.
Literally 2 weeks. But
So ancient. Actually.
ancient, yeah. This was back in the time where corruptors were not awesome.
StarCraft.
Yes, exactly. This is back when Hydralisk had 10 less health. Widow Mines, I think, were worse, right? Was that this patch? I think it was this patch. I don't fucking know.
Mines were better.
Yep. Alright, so looks standard. A standard could be hatch first, gas pool, and... Oh, actually, well, he got gas.
Maybe gateway next to this, right?
Yeah. I still think this is too loud. Whatever. Tell me if he's too quiet, because...
Yell if I'm used to it, I guess.
No, it's fine. It's just I'm just hearing StarCraft loud as shit, even though it's like 8% right now. Whatever. So yeah. What I was gonna say about this map is that I think this map feels very anti-Zerg to me, just because of how hard it is to hold your fourth base. A lot of people would say, why are you holding a fourth base? Because you could just kill him on 2 or 3 bases. But I like to play macro. So holding this fourth base here on the right hand side, like usually you take this fourth base on the right side, where this overload's kind of going towards. But trying to engage in this stupid choke point up and down this ramp is so difficult for me. I don't know why. It just doesn't work out. So
Are you ever considering going on the left?
I have tried. The only problem is it's very
so
hard.
Far away.
It's very far away and hard to defend things. Just like run bys and drops or whatever the hell.
It's not like that choke is any easier to defend.
Yeah. So SC2 Tech 4 taking the speed and staying on gas actually. So I wonder what he's gonna do with this extra gas he's mining here. Does take out this probe, defending the third base, or stop preventing the third base from happening. And he does not look like he's intending to take a third base at all. He is in fact going straight for this lair, taking another gas as well.
But it's nice that he cleaned that out, because now his opponent doesn't know, oh, he's not taking a third.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Except the Lings there, he's probably taking his third. Whoops, there's a lair.
Brock, if you could give me your replay, I will cast it, but I do not know where it is. I asked Nikos, he didn't have it either. I don't know. I PM'd you in Discord. If you could PM me before the end of this cast, we will gladly cast it. I just don't know where it is. It's not in the replay file, replay dump folder for CTO. So the thing's gonna come up, poke in, basically see nothing. Oh no, he's gonna see a robots facility. I thought it was a gateway. I lied. He's gonna see everything. It's like that Patrick Stewart meme. I saw everything. He's gonna come in, pick at these drones.
Nothing.
Oh wait, no, he's gonna come back around. He's coming around.
Oh.
Nope, bad micro. No, he got it. Oh shit, he got it. What a champion. He winds up getting 2 workers, and I think he also saw the Twilight Council and the robot. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Very good. Yeah, very good. I'll trade Lings for that. Anyway.
Yep. And on the other side of the map, Tech 4 is going to go for this Hydros Den. I have a strange feeling he is going to go for a 2-base lurker play. My guess. Taking more extractors. And I actually think there may be a Nidus coming down, possibly. Oh no, or it's drops. Could be drops. Wait, does he have an Evo chamber? No, he doesn't. I don't know what's going on. We're just going to find out. I haven't watched Tech 4 ZVP in a while. I've heard it's cheesy as hell, and it's definitely living up to the hype.
Are these spore crawlers just he saw the Twilight, he thinks DTs might be coming?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, for me, whenever I see a Twilight Council, I assume it's going to be Archons or something, or DT drops, so I always put spores down.
I mean, it's a good thing to just have.
Yeah. Or did he actually see the Dark Shrine? I don't even know. No, he didn't. But a lot of times you see a Twilight Council and you assume that a Dark Shrine went up right afterwards. It's a very common build nowadays.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not actually lurkers. Interestingly enough, I'm curious. I don't know what this is yet. He's just got straight Hydras coming over.
It's interesting that he's got Hydras in a thing here. I feel like he really knows this is coming.
He does immediately take down the War Prism. I think he saw it come out with this Overlord on the left-hand side, so he was ready for it.
Yeah.
And that just gets absolutely shut down. And when you shut that down on a Protoss, it's hard. It's hard to come back because the Protoss banks really hard on that doing damage. So Lings are coming over, and units wise,
10 Hydras, group of Lings.
yeah.
An immortal, essentially. No, there's four.
Black Snow's entire army right now consists of 4 adepts and an immortal. So this could be kind of difficult if these Hydras coming in, and all these Lings.
How good 4 adepts and 2 immortals are.
That is true. There goes the Lurker Den, so he's gonna try to poke away at this front before the Lurker Den gets finished. Oh, this pylon though. Oh, that is awkward. And this is looking rough here for Black Snow. Losing that that War Prism basically made it so that like he could never go across the map and put the pressure on.
I think this game is just tough.
Yeah. So this game is quite over. Hydra's fighting probes, kills things pretty quickly. And with that single pylon depowering 2 warp gates and the robo, it's rough. It cuts his production a ton. Although there's always warp prisms in the back of the warp gates in the back of the base, but still.
When your main probes are fighting Hydra.
Ouch. Yeah, probes fighting Hydra is not usually the greatest fight. And there it is. SC2 VMware takes the game, and All In lives to the next set. Let me change my volume in here because it's fucking loud. Or is it loud? I don't know. Or you're just quiet. One or the other. And guess what? We have Bork's replay.
Look at
We already know who won, but we're gonna cast it anyway.
that. Oh yeah, I have to relog. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's annoying, right?
Really? I need to authenticate this shit now?
Oh yeah, it's worse for you. You have an authenticator thing.
I usually don't have to do it every time.
Alright, let's see. How do I send you this replay? Do it this way. Do I have it saved somewhere? Downloads. Cool, got it. Alright, I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook because why not?
Alright. Yeah. You want to do that?
What?
What I wrote on Facebook?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Alright.
I'm in Discord already.
Back in a sec, guys. I'm back.
I bet you're so much louder now.
Probably.
Oh god, you definitely are. I could hear it.
It was literally any moment the action picked up, you dropped out.
I'm trying to figure out if that's me or it's you or it's like a combination of everything.
I think it's just a combination of Skype is a not nice software. Like,
high possibility. All right, I gotta re-add your picture of greatness.
yeah, wow, that's important.
It's my favorite picture. It's pretty good. I'm a big fan of this picture.
It's such a weird thing to cast. So like anytime the action goes up, and it wasn't like you were completely cut out. You just get so quiet I could not really understand what you were saying.
That's weird.
And having to be like, I'm just gonna say what I think are slightly insightful comments, and hopefully they fit in with whatever Chris is saying, because I have no idea.
Yeah, right. All right. Tell me when you're ready.
Getting on. We're doing that one, right?
Yeah, the one I just sent you. Nico's Bork.
Yeah.
Apparently, I can't pause it fast enough, so it's at 1.
That's fine. I will probably not be able to pause it either.
You count it down.
Alright.
Alright, tell me when.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, in the top left-hand corner of Paladino Terminal, playing the red Terran for Team All In, fighting for its survival. It is Nikos.
And down here in the bottom right, we have the Protoss player Bjork.
Bjork or Brork?
Bjork, I don't know.
It's an R, it's not a J.
Yeah, Bjork.
I think Brork is one of those names where you look at when you're casting, you're like, ah, damn it.
there's moments when you have a name like that, and you're just like,
Oh, actually, Brork is actually a random player. Yeah, he played random. I forgot about that. Respect. But I don't know, if you're playing against someone and you're like fighting for your playoff chances, do you assume the person that you're playing against told you the truth? I mean, it's scummy as shit if he says it wrong, but you gotta be careful, right? I still even if someone tells me what race they are, I still play it like it's random. I still like check.
Personally, I completely ignore it. I just
Yeah.
until I have confirmation, I ignore it. Because I feel like if you're wrong, if they're wrong, it can at times be so bad. It does depend on your race though, because like some races can get a little bit more away with like just doing an opening.
Yeah.
Terran, that can hurt. Like.
Yeah, for me, I feel like the biggest advantage of playing random is you can't really get cheese, right? Because most cheeses are tailored specifically for a race. Like you can't 13-12 a Protoss, really.
Yeah.
At least I don't think you can. You can't really 13-12 a Terran.
I guess you could theoretically like 2-rax anybody.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You could always like proxy 4-gate or something.
Yeah, it can be a lot harder against certain races. Like
yeah.
And then the big thing is like if you try to cheese and they happen to be Terran and it's like, oh, they walled off.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah. All right, so looks like it's gonna be standard pretty much from Nikos here. He's gonna go get that barracks, drops the factory behind the Reaper. And did he actually see the factory go down? He did it he saw Proc saw it very, very slightly, but I don't know if he clicked on it because it was fast.
From what he saw though, he looks like he
might go back in anyway. And try to
with seeing no expansion and seeing gas taken, these two barracks are a little bit less, but
well, he's gonna get another scout out as the Reaper leaves, so he's gonna get a full scout on what Nikos is doing.
Yeah, did put up that second supply depot quick, and actually supply blocked a little bit, so
yeah, that kind of hurts.
I don't know if he was meaning to and didn't or whatever it was, but he did get these barracks out a little bit quicker than normal. Usually you're going to be putting a supply depot down before barracks. So
well, the Reaper is going to get in here with basically nothing to defend. There's nothing at home for this. The motion core is in there.
This Reaper is going to get some kills.
Nikos, please micro your Reaper. All right, he'll squeeze out of there. Does he get any kills yet? He's gotten 2 worker kills, I believe. So that's something.
Kills. Yeah, if you get more than a kill against Brush.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. What's even better is this position back here is there's no pylon covering it. Although there's a stalker. Never mind.
Yeah.
That stalker would scare him away.
Stalker should be able to push it around, although you can micro around the stalker.
Yeah, for sure. But he does get cleaned up. I think there was still only 2, right? We got a third one. He might have got the one on the other side of the map. Yeah, I think he got the one.
The problem is for Nikos here is because his opponent expanded so much faster. 3 kills is I don't think enough to even this thing up. And
yeah, for sure.
With this, but the one he has the barracks and the tech, so looks like my guess is he's going to be trying to put on some kind of pressure off of this, which I think he's going to need to do something, or economically he could be a little bit behind. Yeah,
for sure. Nico's actually putting down a missile turret really quickly. I don't know if he saw something to trigger that, or he's just kind of doing the whole, I'm scared, I'm going to build it.
I'm going to be honest, I'm putting down a missile turret every game now.
You think so? Okay.
I've been seeing so many Stargate openings, and especially to be honest, especially since there's been a lot of
all the Stargate stuff.
And, it's so, and especially now that the Widow Mine's been nerfed, it just you really can't defend that missile turret. It's just
that's true. Also, I just realized that it's not 3-1 because I counted this game in that 3-1 before, so it's actually 2-1.
No, spoilers.
Spoilers. I'm sorry. I gave away the win before, so.
Yeah, but what if someone just tuned in now?
I'm sorry. Well, I just changed. My production value it's not quite there yet. It's getting there. Hey, it's a long series, a lot of games. I gotta keep track of everything. It's a scoreboard. It's difficult.
Okay,
Alright, so these two stalkers are coming in and poke away. There's not really much here to defend either. This bunker isn't down yet.
Marines get down though. He doesn't have concussive, does he?
I don't think so. I didn't see it.
This
is gonna get annoying.
These could be dead units.
There we go. There's that turret coming into the play. Oh, please get the. Oh.
He's just gonna get out. So nice there. From Vork, they just a little bit of damage and gets out.
Yeah.
He lost the health on his militia corps, but that's
Yeah, whatever. I was gonna say that's why the missile turret was there. Not for DTs, not for oracles. It's for the militia corps when he does a 2 stalker, 1 militia harass. It was all planned out.
If that was his read, I have to give him.
That's
credit, right?
That's the hardest read I've seen in StarCraft like ever.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're gonna do a little bio siege tank player. Although Nikos' siege tank is derping around a little bit. I think is the pathing wrong on this map? Because that depot was down and he was trying to get out. He couldn't get out.
Yeah, I think what happens on this map is that the even though the depot is down on the left hand side, it tries to
go, yeah,
right, and then it gets kind of stuck. This could get a little weird though. These units are now kind of trapped.
Yeah, this
tank
is
not here yet.
Oh, that force field is gonna hurt. Nico says the only thing he really can do and stims into it, or was that even stimmed?
These units are just gonna fall.
Yeah, that hurts. So basically, he loses all that for a militia corps. That's about it.
Yeah, and this tank now is kind of out in the middle of the map and it's slower than the Protoss unit. So
tank is running for his life. It's like, did you watch the?
Tank.
I was gonna say, did you watch the Heroes of the Storm cinematic with the probe hero?
Yeah.
Where he sees his friends go off to war, and then he hears people dying. He goes to see them all, and they're all dead. That's what happened.
Scary. Although without the mothership core, he does not have high ground vision.
Yeah.
So this tank, he's gonna get a lot of work in.
That is 3 siege tanks. I would have loved to see that siege tank that was coming down the ramp siege up like immediately, but he does actually hold his off with those siege tanks doing a lot of work for him.
I mean, what's funny is you say the trading for mothership core, not really enough, but killing that mothership core really did, because if he has a mothership core, he kills that tank.
That is true. He sees a tank and kills it. But he had no high ground vision.
So those tanks just shelled through.
Yep. I think this top tank, like if there was a stat like in Overwatch where you get damage done, this tank was gold medal for sure. One at the top.
Yeah.
It hit like the center of all of them over and over again.
This is shelling those stalkers.
Yep.
So things actually, after all that, have shaken out to the point pretty much even.
Yeah, it seems pretty even.
Workers right around the same, which, I mean, to be honest, favors Nikos a little bit. He has a little bit of an army advantage. So I like his position. Now, we're seeing a third being taken over here on the right, so Nikos definitely needs to even that up quickly, or things could begin to head in the other direction. But
I think what's actually big here, if Nikos realizes it, is that he's about to be up 2 upgrades now, and Brook doesn't even have his forges down yet. So like he's gonna have a pretty significant time, long time where his upgrades are 2 ahead of him, and if he could use his timing to do some damage, but it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to do it.
The only upgrade problem though is he doesn't have stim or compact shield.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know where the stim is. I thought there was stim. Yeah. I guess there wasn't.
And as good as +1/+1 is,
without stim,
when you have an upgrade lead. I would take stim and combat shield.
Yeah, you definitely want stim and combat shields. I realize these Marines looked a little strange to me. Like, wait a second, these guys don't have combat shields.
They do not have combat shields. I don't know. It's interesting to see like a non-stimmed, no medevac army here. And with these tanks only getting sieged up a little bit later, although a lot of
I think he needed to fight that. Nikos did pull back a little bit, but like I think he was actually winning that fight. Like if barely, he was winning that fight even without stim. Man, +1/+1's pretty good. Upgrades are pretty important.
Yes, they are. Although could get I mean, he's got to be very careful because he's so dependent on these tanks.
Yeah, that's true. He needs the tanks to do a lot of work, and right now this tank in the back is doing nothing besides shelling his own units.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna be caught. Yeah.
Yeah, the difference in that fight, if those 3 tanks are sieged firing compared to what it was, is
because he basically had 1 siege tank in range for that fight. The other 2 weren't.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, in the end, the army supplies are pretty similar. Worker supply is very similar. The only thing is that Nico's third base isn't quite landed yet. So once that lands, I expect this game to be pretty much even.
Yeah. He's gonna add some medevacs, and adding some medevacs is big for this with this Marine Heavy Army. And potentially seeing.
Although this army may be caught out without the siege tank again. Oh god, I wish he had stim. If Nico's had stim, this would be such a different fight. These siege tanks just go down.
Yeah, and the other thing is, we actually saw like a very nicely spread army there, where you saw the tank just hitting one immortal for a while as opposed to hitting the stalkers.
Yeah.
And immortals can obviously tank shots really, really well. These are some SCVs out here.
But they're not attacking. There we go. Okay.
Now they're going to attack.
The boys are pulled.
But Blinks is very good at
the Blink Stalker micro here though. Target fires. Ooh, there's a nice target fire. He did target fire one of the weaker stalkers. Siege Tank's gonna try to get a siege up. He is siege up, but these Blink Stalker is pretty good against siege tanks.
Blink Stalkers, they're just gonna...
He's gonna jump on top, take it out. The bio does come to support the siege tank. Oh, siege tank will go down, but
he's gonna get most.
And then the two Colossus come in. The two Colossus come in like the parents at a playground saying, no, you can't. It's over now.
This fight was looking bad, but like kind of reasonable, and now not so much.
It was like the hardened vice principal coming into the cafeteria and just like telling people to shut the fuck up. That's kind of what just happened. Although this one is running, the students are attacking him.
The SCV.
He's like, I need backup. Oh, please, SCV, please do it.
Might take out a Colossus. Nope, no,
not quite.
I can't. It's so
No, it doesn't go down. The principal slipped on a banana peel and he can't get up anymore.
That is.
I don't know where this metaphor was going, but
is continuing to go.
It's going somewhere.
Still have one of the principals.
Yeah, this is the second vice principal. This is the nicer one, maybe. This is the one that the kids didn't target. But yeah, there's not much army here for Nikos though. I think Proc is gonna walk into this third base and just absolutely destroy it. There's no real way for Nikos to defend it.
The only way I think Nikos can do anything against this army is if he has his tanks completely sieged in a good position, and there's no way to go out to defend this third with that.
Basically, Proc has to attack into a sieged up Nikos, and I don't think he's been doing a pretty good job about it. I don't know if it was
other than that one first engagement.
Yeah. Other than that first engagement at the natural.
Well, he's got to repair this.
Oh, it's weakened. Nikos, please.
Repair it.
Nikos, please. 60.
Oh no.
60. 59. 56.
Oh no. Oh no.
40. 35. 30. Please, Nikos.
Oh, this is so
Nikos, please.
Oh, so sad.
And boom. Unfortunate.
That is so sad.
Could you imagine being the driver of the orbital command, just like looking down, like guys, my commands, my control room's on fire. Please, somebody get the water, get a bucket, anything, guys.
The SUVs are looking up at it like, hey, I could repair that.
No, we'll wait.
I need a command to repair.
Yeah.
It. I could.
But no, we gotta just let you burn. So after all this is happening, what's the tech looking like? Brooke's got like everything. He's got his +2 about to finish.
Yeah.
Thermal lances are coming up.
This is very like an old Protoss army.
Stalker Colossus.
Stalker Colossus.
Yeah, this is
back in the day.
This is back in the day when I could pull Colossus from Vipers and
no fancy adepts or any of those newfangled things.
Newfangled disruptors.
Yeah.
Brooke just really does not like these rocks. He's like, you know what? I want to take these rocks out.
You know,
he
it's that feeling you have. You've got this big army. You're not really sure you can attack into your opponent, but you want
to do something with it, right? Yeah.
So you're like, let's test your blasters.
Actually, that was actually a pretty good pickup. Nikos goes and takes out this war prism, but it was a trap. It was
exposed and entirely dead.
It's a trap.
You're not gonna get a shot off.
These
Widow mines. Those were some juicy Widow mine shots. Unfortunately, I don't think he's enough on the spot up, but those were
+1, +2 thermal lance Colossus versus no combat shield Marines. It's rough without Stim.
Nope, Stim is on its way.
Stim is on the way. Stim is on the way.
The savior. We are seeing some Vikings. Unfortunately, this Blink Soccer count, though, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, the Vikings are a little too late. Too little, too late.
There's not enough Vikings to be able to get up that critical mass.
I do like the random wind mines across the map, though. It could get some damage in, which I think this one will, maybe? Walk up? Because there isn't a... Is there an observer with his army? There isn't, right? Is there an observer on the map?
Observer on the map. There are 2 observers on the map. One is flying over the...
Oh, they're both coming to the army right now.
Yeah, so he's recognizing his...
He's like, wait a second, these wind mines did a lot before. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ouch, that's just... I don't know, that just makes me sad.
That hurt.
And then the scan, just to make sure. I love that because I know exactly what happened, right? Nico's just like sent his medevacs south, did look at them, and realized, wait, where'd my medevacs go? And he scans it.
Yeah.
I've done the exact same thing playing Terran. Like, wait, what just happened?
I completely understand the feeling.
It hurts.
So far, I think you look on the right side of the map where there really hasn't been any action in a while. We've got 4 bases where everything looks pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized this. I don't know if it's. Do you get what settings are you playing on? Because do you have lens flare? Okay, so go right. Can I go? Can go here and look at that light.
You can't say go here. We're in different light paths.
Oh, motherfucker. So like just south of Nikos is natural. Oh, I gotta look at the fight, shouldn't I? Yeah. So 4th base is gonna go down, just basically on it, uncontested. There's really nothing Nikos can do here.
It's 100 supply difference.
And Borg leaves. He's gonna have to defend. He's gonna want to defend this drop, and just immediately takes the other 2 drops. Just.
Ouch.
That's gotta hurt, right? Like you're like, oh, well, there's nothing here. I'm gonna kill everything, and all of a sudden, an entire army shows up, teleports to you. Ooh, hurts. So back to the important parts.
Just south of his natural.
Just south of the you see where the 2 bunkers are? Just south of it. You see that little light?
Yeah.
If you like middle mouse click and drag left and right, do you see a lens flare, or is that just me on my settings?
No, I see it. I see it.
That looks really annoying. I don't know why that's in the game. Sorry, that's just random. But like, why do we need camera lens flare on? I don't know.
It's not a scroll really close to it. I don't think it's a lens flare. I think it's a texture on the thing there.
Wait, what? All right, I'll do it after this fight happens.
Yeah.
So
I forgot you're the thing the stream
yeah.
is seeing.
There is a lot of Marines dying. 3 Vikings just not gonna cut it against 3 Colossus, and I believe Brook is gonna stim. He's gonna A move to victory, and there it is. Nico's gonna GG.
No, he got stim. He has stim.
Well, I was saying Brook. Yeah.
But, yeah.
What do you mean the texture on it?
Like, zoom in all the way on it.
I am.
Do you see how it's like? There's like a texture on, or not a texture, but like a little pattern on the wall that's lighter than the rest of it.
Sort of, yeah. But like for me, if I see it about, if I look at my monitor, it's like a 3-inch circle.
Yeah.
Back and forth. And it gets bigger and smaller if I go back and forth.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Never mind. You're right.
All right.
You're right.
Important things happening on the stream. We're discovering new things.
Discovering things about the StarCraft 2 visual engine.
Yeah. All right, so let me update the scoreboard. Guess what? I didn't update the scoreboard because we already did. Well, except for Tech Force game.
Let me log into StarCraft.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. So we'll give Tech Force win that we cast it out of order, but it's all good. It's all good. At least we got Nikos and Brooks game. I'm happy.
And now you guys know about the epicness that it was that we hyped.
Yeah, I hyped up the epicness. I said it was gonna be like an hour-long game.
To be honest, we undersold it.
We did. We also learned something today about lens flare in maps. At least I think that's what it is. Is it lens flare? I don't know. All right.
5, right?
What?
5, right?
Yes, 5. Yes. Kira versus Siegfried on Abyssal Reef. From what I remember, Kira only can rushes, but I don't know if he can rush Siegfried. So my only games I've seen of Kira is he played against me and he played against Tool in the All Kill League, and he can rush both of us and beat us. So we'll see what happens.
You stick with what works. I'm a
hey, if Print F could do it, and he almost hit 6k MR of just purely can rushing. was beautiful. Honestly, it's beautiful.
Some of the most hyped games I've ever seen.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Siegfried versus Kira. Load into the game, and I'm gonna pause it. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Why is my game not picking up? Oh, there we go. Okay, never mind. In the bottom right-hand corner, under the sea, in the reef that is Abyssal, it is Confed's Kira.
And up here in the top left, wondering when he can join our world, I guess?
I don't know. What does that even mean?
You said under the sea. I was trying to make a little mermaid.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right.
We have all in Siegfried.
Siegfried's got I know Siegfried came off of work and played this game. Or no, was this a different game? I don't know. Siegfried always like wakes up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, plays his game, and then like goes back to sleep. I don't know if that happened this time or not. But
He said he was tired. So.
Yeah, he did say he was tired, so that's what what it was. So not a cannon rush, good.
So I was like, how can I follow that up?
So not a cannon rush. We're gonna get a different type of game here. I actually don't know enough about Kira, so. Let's say it's gonna be a Reaper expand. Got the gas, got the barracks, standard-ish,
Yep.
standard.
Yep. You need to scout. You need to kind of make sure he didn't do anything too ridiculous.
Although Siegfried isn't come in here and spot out the natural as well for SCV. I don't know how I feel about SCV scout and then also Reaper scout. I see a lot of turns do it against Zerg nowadays. I don't know. Against Protoss, is it overkill?
Against Zerg, I don't think it's as necessary. Although I typically SCV scout because I like to go CC first against Zerg.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Against Protoss, there are like little things that you'd like to know.
Yeah.
Like you
definitely scout a proxy.
If he's proxying, if you get Nexus first, it is kind of nice to know because you can sometimes make a couple of extra Reapers. It's just little things.
Yeah.
In general, I mean, more information usually isn't bad, and there is a mineral loss, but it's not like
Yeah, it's not significant.
Yeah.
So the probe does kind of take an awkward path back to into Siegfried's base. I think mostly to dodge that Reaper. So he does come in and he's gonna tickle away at this SCV. Definitely annoying, but the Marine's gonna be here to clean it up.
you might actually get.
Nah, I don't think so. There's no way.
No, you won't.
Or oh my God, he's going to.
Yeah. Probes are really annoying.
No, he's not. That's okay. Siegfried knows how to micro. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know the button to stop building. So the first time I tried to stop building and then like take the SCV off, I canceled my command center.
That's painful.
It's just like that game that Idra played Noni in Brood War, and Idra canceled his command center and just left. I know that feel now. I know exactly what that means.
The one thing is, I actually like when Kira used the probe to dodge. There actually are times when I think that it's better to ignore that probe. Depending on how your opponent opened, sometimes you can actually give up time for a probe you're going to kill anyway.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
If you have another unit coming, if you go for the reactor right away, you really can't because you'll just lose SCVs or lose building time. But if you're going to go for a Marine, it actually almost works out better for Siegfried to just ignore it and then come down here. Oracle coming out, which is as I said in the last TV we casted, I've just been seeing all the time. So
yeah, for sure.
Pretty much standard. Basically, what Siegfried is doing is putting down this engineering bay here and getting down a quick turret, which will actually be a little bit behind. He doesn't start his turret right now.
What's nice is this Reaper's getting a lot of work in here. He does scout the third Nexus timing, and he actually, while we were talking about that probe, he did actually come in and scout the Stargate as well. So Siegfried should know 100% what's going on.
This is actually a dangerous little attack. This little number of adepts and now this Oracle.
Yeah, but there's 5 Oracle, 5 Marines. Oh, maybe not. There's not enough Marines.
Yeah, you need 6 Marines to kill an Oracle.
Yeah, that was definitely a nice little attack there because he knew that the adepts could shave away a couple of Marines, and if you don't have 6 Marines, you're not gonna kill this Oracle. This Oracle's gonna do a lot of work. He's got 9 kills already.
9 kills. That's
Ouch.
really bad.
And he runs out of energy, so the missile turret's gonna get up. That's unfortunate, but I mean, in the end,
this Oracle's gotten its job done.
yeah, for sure.
And now we're seeing going to Phoenixes. So this is what I briefly mentioned earlier with coming out of IEM. We've been seeing a lot more Phoenix play against Karen.
Yeah. And as Siegfried in the chat was saying, he's SCB scouted to see if Kira's got a forge up. Does it? Hey, it's if you're playing against a player that you know what his tendencies. It's valid.
You gotta check. Yeah.
Wait, this Reaper didn't die? I thought this Reaper died. It's still alive here.
No, he pulled it back against the.
Oh, all right.
That is nice because he can use it to scout, pick away at things. But I am a little bit worried for Siegfried here in that he lost a lot of SVs, and he also lost like a bunch of Marines too.
Yeah.
That's not something to ignore. It weakens his ability to do attacks, it weakens his ability to do anything. Now this right here, this is the #1 thing that annoys me about Oracles. You lose workers and it's problematic, but what really bothers me is how good scouting they are.
Oh yeah.
If you have Oracles, you just have almost complete scouting all the time, and it's just very frustrating.
Yeah, because you can't really hide anything from an Oracle. They can pop in, drop Revelation, see everything for X amount of time.
See your army. And it just kind of it's annoying because it's you feel like okay, I've like dealt with the Oracle, I've weathered the storm, and then it's just kind of still there.
Yeah. So this drop's coming into the right side on this third base. There isn't too much here. I don't know what the Militia Core is actually. Militia Core is down at the natural, so there's not gonna be a photon overcharge that very fast.
There's only one pylon.
Yeah. So you can probably
So I think this is gonna be a bunch of dead probes and
takes out the pylon.
You gotta be careful though. These Phoenixes could be very dangerous.
Ooh, almost gets the Oracle.
And he's not gonna be able to lift up, so he just kind of has to fight.
Yeah, this is gonna do a ton of damage. There's only a couple of depths here, and he does look like he's gonna take out most of this army. Yeah, all of this army basically. And the Phoenixes are just kind of left over to float around, do nothing.
I wonder if target firing medevacs would have been better there.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, because I mean the Phoenix is lifting them. You take out one Marine, right? It's not going to do too much in the overall firepower of the fight. You take out a medevac, you take away the sustainability of the army, which is big. Does take out the third base with a small drop. It's actually very impressive.
He's getting to third base. See?
Tries to focus down a Phoenix, doesn't quite get it.
Phoenix are going to start to.
Nice hot pick up there.
Back.
Yeah. Nice hot pick up there. Luckily didn't jump into the weakened medevac. Good awareness by Siegfried, but this should get cleaned up as the adepts come over. Third base going up again.
Siegfried dropping the units there, even though he did lose some. Like when you know there's Phoenixes on the map, it's
you don't want to
be cognizant and not just lose them for free.
Yeah, for sure. So Siegfried's third's now finally going up. So like he did sack a little bit of economy for that drop play. It did put him out to a more even footing in this game now that these third base timing is almost equivalent.
Back here.
Oh, I'm not even paying attention.
And I have to give Siegfried a lot of credit. Like when I see Phoenixes, I start to go, okay, well drops are probably not working this game. I'll just kind of ignore them, but give him credit for sticking with them, and we're seeing him work.
Yeah, he saw the Phoenix count in this first drop. It did take out a decent amount of them.
Oh, these probes.
Which probes? Oh, these probes. I was like, wait, what probes are you talking about?
He only loses one. But this other one is still, this Widow line is still active.
Oh, in the main.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ooh, a lot of Marines going down here though.
The adepts finally do clean up most of these Marines. He has to run away, and these Widow mines are finally getting cleaned up. 8 kills and 4 kills in these Widow mines.
12 between these two Widow mines.
Yeah.
And finally, Siegfried has actually pulled ahead in workers. After losing so many at the start, you can see how much damage he's been able to do over the course.
Yeah, Siegfried's been really good at just like pulling Kira apart, going back and forth, going from the third to the main to the natural, making so that like he really never has a chance to get his economy up. And actually, Kira canceled the third again, or did he never put it down again?
I think he canceled it again.
Canceled it. So yeah, so he's gonna try to go for his big push of adepts. I think he feels like he's been putting. Yeah, he feels like he's been put far enough behind in the economy. He has to make something happen right now.
Yeah,
and that's a lot of adepts.
That might be enough adepts to do it.
There are Widow mines though, and hits mostly the medevacs. He's gonna have to pull the boys here to defend this. There's not.
Thomas pulling the boys against depths.
But there are some Marauders down here, and I don't know if the
taking up so much damage.
Yeah.
Now.
I don't know how the Adept's target fire is gonna be. I think it does. He does take out mostly workers
He
there.
took out enough work. I mean, he brought him down to 25 workers, and these Adepts are still running around a little bit.
Yep. All right. He does. So if he does clean it up, but he does lose almost. I think all of the workers at his natural. So that's put him behind worker count again, and I don't know this game. So he's down in workers, but his third is up with an orbital, and Kira's third is now just coming back up. So I think it's actually not as bad as you'd expect because he does have 3 orbitals full of mules.
And I do think Siegfried does have like an army to a point where he could probably fly around with medevacs here and be very powerful.
Yeah. And actually, his main was about mined out anyway, so he's gonna pull down a bunch of his SCVs from his main and perfect transition.
They're both on more or less 2 base economy, and you can see from the income tag, Siegfried is actually a little bit ahead because of mules.
Yep.
But once
this Adept though, this Adept is doing some work over here. Siegfried's army just watching it. Siegfried.
Ooh, that's 6 kills.
Siegfried, please. Thank you. Okay, that was. Oh, he has another one on the way out. Oh no, he's move commanding.
Oh god.
That was like, was that 8 kills with an army sitting there just like,
9.
Come at me, bro. Watch me kill your son.
That was a brave Adept.
Yeah.
Did his job.
That Adept knew he was dead, but he wanted to send the message. He was like, "Hey, look at me kill your shit."
Yeah. Just think, he's sitting in the halls of dead Protoss units, a hero.
Exactly. So Kira is going for the patented composition of I'm gonna make a shit ton of Adepts. He's got a lot right now. I didn't count. He's got 20 Adepts right now and 1 Immortal, and he's got a Void Ray.
Yeah.
So that's his army.
I've seen Protosses do this a little bit. I don't understand the Void Ray.
Wait, people were making a Void Ray? He's got a Stargate. Might as well make something, right?
I mean, he's got some Phoenixes which can do. I mean, there's a pretty high medevac count. You can kill medevacs. I don't know. I just feel like the Void Ray.
The Void Ray doesn't kill medevacs as fast.
Against the 33 Marines, I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So Kira is ahead in army, ahead in supply, still 117 to 113, up about 15 workers. His army's a little bit smaller, but the big thing right now is that Siegfried's about to be up 4 upgrades. Because Kira hasn't even started upgrades at all this entire game.
Yeah, and Siegfried, like, this is a pretty healthy Widowmine count, and even though they've been nerfed, they're still very good at just killing the Adepts.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, that Widowmine count is basically if the Adepts are not split, they will all disappear. We can show you a magic trick of just everything dying. So this is gonna be a pretty sick timing here from Siegfried. His 2-2 is about to finish up.
Although if he's gonna
try to run. Oh, that is a lot of dead. Yeah. You can see Siegfried was stimming to try to get away from the circle of Adepts because he didn't want the Adepts to be on top of his army and just to kill his own army.
Adepts are really good.
But Adepts are great units. But Widowmines are also great units.
Widowmines, and there's nothing to contest this level.
He's gonna not get the pylon. Yeah, this again. His army was Adepts and an Immortal and a Void Ray, and I think the Void Ray may be dead, so there's nothing to really shoot up. Oh wait, no, there's a Phoenix. There's 1 Phoenix I can shoot up.
But with Widowmines covering it, he should be able to get a Phoenix in there.
Yeah.
And this is a very like. It's a weird way to play TVP. It's not something like the Widowmine Liberator thing.
Oh, these Widowmines. Oh.
He's gonna get a Liberator, I think, but he can't engage.
There's no Marines left, right?
There are 24 Marines somewhere.
Coming. They're not here yet. They're not with the fight.
Here they are.
But Kira is only target firing medevacs right now. He's not actually target firing the Liberators. There it is. Now he's gonna start target firing the Liberator. 1 will go down, but the Marines stim in.
Yeah.
To avenge their fallen brethren. And I think that might be it.
Siegfried's more or less picked this up.
I believe so. There goes the GG. And Siegfried, again, keeps all Inspiration's hopes alive. The series does go to 2-3. And now all hope rests on this other next scrub.
Oh, wonder who that is.
Yeah, I wonder.
Wow.
Alright, let's give Siegfried that W. Alright. So next game we're going to what was this? I don't remember now. Newkirk Precinct. Me as a Zerg versus Ice Protoss. Alright, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of background on this match.
Okay.
So this was on Saturday 2 weeks ago, and we had just beaten Confed in the all kill. Luna basically all killed them to put us into the finals of the all kill league, and we were feeling pretty jazzed. Like, all right, me and Luna were the last 2 games to actually be played, so we need to win the next 2 series after beating them to win the next CTL round. And also, apparently everyone was telling me that Ice was going to proxy 4-gate me. Proxy 4-gate zealot me, because apparently he was drunk the night before and told Tech 4 and Luna that he was going to do that. So I spent basically the hour before we played just getting proxy 4-gated by random people and all in. And I think I lost most of them because I don't know how to hold it. But yeah, so that's basically the introduction to this game. Let's see how it plays out.
Okay.
I'll disconnect from BattleNet because why the hell not? Wouldn't be surprised if everything just crashes. That's not even.
At some point, it's probably just going to.
That's not even my portrait. I used the Stukov infested Stukov portrait. It's got me as a Zergling. All right, tell me when you're ready.
I am ready. Count us down.
Go for it.
3, 2, 1.
In the bottom right-hand corner, playing for Confed, it is the Australian blue Protoss. I don't know what I was going for. Ice.
And over here on the left-hand side, we have the red Zerg representing all in.
I like how you got so much hype and then you just like lost all the hype as you said my name.
Well,
you can't really boo energetically. I don't know.
There's no good. No.
Yeah. So for me, I was like terrified of the of the 4-gate, so I think I went pool first here. Or did I? Oh no, I did go scout for the 4-gate in the normal position. So yeah, pool first and a drone scout. This is like this. I'd never do this in ZVP because I don't know what
this looks like. The most terrified.
Oh, I absolutely terrified, 100%. When in reality, he's just doing a normal gateway expand. So yeah, in my head when I saw that he was playing standard, I'm like, God damn it! If I lose this game because I played overly safe, I'm gonna blame all of you people. But
what the cheesiest thing a cheeser can do.
Yes. So then, when I saw this happen, I started to think to myself, you know what? Let's flip this on its head. So I decided to put on my big black hat and cheese him.
Now my question is, when do you? Okay, so it's when you see them. Yeah.
Yeah. When I see this pylon over here and I see this gateway, I'm like, okay. And I think I saw the Nexus too, or not yet, but almost saw the Nexus.
Because I'm curious if like you see the gateway out here and go, why is he 4-gating me on the logo?
Yeah. I mean, I still wasn't convinced yet because this probe is still here. I wasn't 100% convinced. Yep, so you come down, see the Nexus, standard game. Supply block at 22 because I'm great. Because you know actually why I got so loud? Because I usually go hatch first, so it unsupply blocks me, and I completely forgot. So I'm sitting here like 250 minerals, not making overlord, make 2 at the same time. I don't.
You haven't done this build in so long. You forgot about it.
I haven't done a pool first build in. Oh, I don't even know how long actually. Like I don't do pool first builds.
13, 12, I guess.
Against Protoss,
Yeah,
I never pool first.
No.
Almost never.
No, I know. I'm saying
Yeah. I will do 2 base all ins, but I don't really pool first.
I'm saying, do you pool first against Zerg? I guess?
Oh yes, yeah. Well, actually no, I gas first against Zerg. I go 13, 12.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, you feel like when do you actually have to pool first?
I do sometimes 14 pool, but it's weird. So yeah, I do. I was a little afraid because I did see him probe scout my 3rd base and didn't like. he knows I don't have a third base for now, which should set off alarm bells at 3 minutes into the game. Like, wait a second, why isn't he a third base? So I'm like, maybe he'll buy it. So I sent my drone over here. I don't know if he bought it. He might have bought it. Cause I sent my drone over here, kill the probe, and then send the drone back. It's like some super mind game shit.
I'm still gonna give a moment of the fact that you don't have a third base at the 3-minute mark. It should be sending off alarm bells.
Yeah, that's what that's MVP. Yeah, that's what happened.
It's not it's totally true. It's time when he hasn't expanded at the 3-minute mark. It's probably coming soon. Right?
Some sort of attack's coming. Hey, I mean, the fact that we start with the big thing is starting with 12 workers is completely throws off everything.
Yeah.
So here it comes. I'm gonna do the good old-fashioned speedling drop build. Double speedling drop. Go into one to the main, one to the natural.
I genuinely think that Overlord drops are going to be the queens of this expansion. In that people are going to slowly but surely
just keep making more of them.
More. You can just keep doing this over and over again, and it just gets better and better.
All right. Yeah. So he does see it. He sees me drop into the Overlord. I drop it to the main, and the fun begins. I also there's so.
Up front, which doesn't covers most. There's enough coverage to even clean this up. But you have lings down.
I got lings, and I'm just constantly just going ham on the ling count. Just 20 lings at a time. Banelings coming up. There's two variations of this build I like to do. One is without banelings, I can transition to a third base after doing damage, and then the one I like to call the big black hat version is the one where I don't transition and just make banelings to keep going.
You're just going for it.
Yeah, basically.
I like that. Sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah. My mic rate wasn't great, but I do take out a decent amount of these depths, I think.
Yeah,
so I mean,
you have killed a decent number of you could put them down to 1 base economy worth of workers.
Yep, I am now making a bunch of banelings. So what the plan is I don't know how many times you've seen Grips like Grips gifs and like Twitch clips on on Reddit where he like makes all the SCVs go to 1 base and then drops banelings on them. That was the plan here. I think it sort of worked out. I don't know, because right now we're even on workers, which is not actually great. And every time a photon overcharge goes off, I just don't really micro.
Yeah, but you are getting in damage here. The other big thing I think that you're also doing is I feel like you're also kind of thinning out the army as well.
Yeah.
Those are big baneling hits.
And there's the baneling hits. Those are the hits I wanted for sure.
Because I think the biggest weakness to a build like this is you can sometimes just be vulnerable to a counter punch.
Definitely my weaknesses is, you'll see later, I smell blood and I keep going and I almost throw it that way. But the door is open. I should have went in, but I didn't. I don't really know why I didn't. And then he closed the door, or he didn't close the door. I don't know actually. But
it's a weird. It's one of those weird things where it's like you need to, if you do smell blood in the water, you do need to like kill them, especially when you're doing it all in. But at the same time, there also is that point when okay, I'm ahead. Don't do something stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, like what I was a little bit afraid of was him teching to something like Phoenixes or something, so that I wouldn't be able to get these drops to keep coming. But I think I was putting the pressure on definitely enough that he really couldn't, which was what I was hoping for. Here, I should have actually dropped again. Well, I actually had banelings on my left Overlord. Alright, here comes the Overlord. Yeah, there he is. Dropping here, distraction. The probes come back. Oh, I don't remember actually. Yeah, I gotta time it. I'm not good enough to timing this stuff. The probes do run.
He's running.
I do drop on top of him here though. I do kill the banelings, which are
juicy hits on.
Like,
sentries.
See, like that only killed I think like 2 workers.
Yeah, but it killed 2 sentries.
Yeah, it killed 2 sentries. Definitely worth it.
Like 2 sentries for a couple of banelings.
Yeah. But still, look at the worker count. I'm not that far ahead, which is why I feel like I went too hard on this. But like at this point, I'm like, all right, I gotta like actually make sure I don't die to the counterattack. So I started roach roaring, and start expanding and realizing, all right, let's start trying to macro this a little harder. The big thing here is his army isn't big. What?
Yeah, that and you don't have. He doesn't have any other than the Twilight. He doesn't have any tech.
Yeah.
So you're not vulnerable to like, oh, he has 3 immortals suddenly and my army's dead, or
yep.
You know, he has a Stargate or something.
So I still get a couple more work kills here at the top base.
This pylon has 16 kills.
Yeah. The top pylon? Yeah.
Yeah.
I should, honestly, at some point I should have just sniped this pylon in the main.
And if this pylon was not here, you just...
Game would have been over.
You would have killed that Nexus, the game would have been over.
I've killed 35 workers and we're like not that far different in workers.
Yeah.
Feels
But I
bad.
guess you can kind of like weirdly make the argument he's killed a lot of workers too, since your lings were not workers.
Yeah, that's true. So he does actually try to move out here, but I realized, oh crap, I actually can't kill that with just lings, so I start running. Then I realized, wait a second, I could do the baneling drop thing.
And what's funny is he doesn't have anything to shoot.
Yeah,
up, so
exactly.
These overloads are completely uncontested.
So I run back to the safety of my roaches, which should be coming out soon-ish.
Or just the safety of your queens.
Yeah, and queens. He does turn around, actually.
You are officially even in workers.
Yep, so that was a fun early game. High action early game.
Oh, these sentries.
These sentries do get caught out, which is pretty nice for me. The sentries are pretty big because, you know, there's a ling-based army, right? You need sentries.
And you don't have any ravagers, so you can't break any force fields.
Yeah, I start pumping lings like crazy here too. Do I even? I got ling upgrades, right? Yeah, okay.
1-0.
Send the overlords back home. I realized I had everything rallied together. So everything comes out. I realize they're all clumped together, and then
We'll just get us around and banelings.
and baneling drop it. So yeah, nice surround with the +1. Drop on top of everything. Clean up the army once again. And I think I tried to bust it again, which doesn't actually work. See, like, honestly, I should have ran in. He didn't have a wall. I was terrified.
Photon overcharge just completely terrify you.
I'm terrified of Photon overcharge.
His army there was 3 adepts.
Yep. I don't know that. I thought it was more. I was
I
scared.
know you did not. I'm just saying, at that moment, his army was 3 adepts and 3 pylons, and
Terrifying.
he backed off. And yeah, right. Oh, the pylons—they're alive.
Yep. See, another ill-conceived attack. Thinking, oh, I got this, and nope, didn't got this.
You see, this is what happens when you're attacking a Protoss and not a Terran. You don't have the numbers in your head of what the banelings do.
Yeah. Right.
Like you're used to baneling busting.
Yeah. I know it's 5.
Banelings I need.
I know it's 5 for a supply depot. I don't know what it is for a pylon. Is it 5 also? I don't know. It's something like that.
A pylon is 400 health. What is this supply depot?
I don't actually know. I'll look it up later. I think it's like 7 for some reason in my head.
Someone in chat will tell us.
Yes. Someone who actually plays this game and like pays attention. And guess what? The link drops are back.
That's going to be such a depressing feeling for him, where he's like, okay, maybe I've stabilized with another link drop.
Yep. And now this time I'm actually smart and I hide when the photon overcharge goes off. Literally the entire game I didn't do that one time because I was too busy trying to micro other stuff.
Okay, so I want to point out here that between this supply mothership core and this pylon,
Yes.
they've had 38 kills.
38 kills. It's good units. So I break the cybernetics core down for some reason. And now it's just roaches. And I think this is actually decent for me because the zealots didn't really have a place to fight.
Yeah.
But then the problem is the zealots are start ripping me apart and then I realize, oh crap, there's DTs in there.
That you can't save.
Yeah, I'm like, uh oh. You know when you hear that fateful sound, we're like, oh crap.
Apparently, you've been informed that they're both 5.
They both 5? Yeah, I kind of feel like they were 5, but I don't know why. So I go home and I assume I make a overseer somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I know if I just go home, chill, and then like make a bunch of units.
The only issue is you do not have a spore color at your 3rd.
Who needs a spore call? I got 2 overseers.
That's true. I'm just pointing it out.
Yes. These roaches are running for their lives, but
supplies are remarkably even for this game.
I know. Terrifying, isn't it? But queens are pretty good units. I bring the queens in to fight off everything. And then the reinforcements basically end it. Because he has no reinforcement point here. He has no war prism, no anything.
That was his last dish. Because he's been on 2 bases for 12 minutes. He can't.
And there's just the mining just can't keep up with this.
Although you have done so much economic damage, his main is actually not.
Yeah, that's true. He probably has been mining his main for that long. Like, how many workers did I kill? I killed 46 workers in that game.
That's impressive. That's something.
It's when you smell blood, you just keep going. You know?
So you're a shark.
Yeah, pretty much. So we bring it to the ace match. 3-3. We made it. It all comes down to Lunith. And can he make it happen in the ace match?
Home.
So Lunith versus Tranus. I've seen a decent amount of these games of him playing him because he always seems to play him the all kill. We played like the all kill. The last game of the all kill, like regular season, was all in versus Confed. First game of playoffs, all in versus Confed, and both times Lunith played the Tranus.
So you could call this a rivalry.
You could call it a rivalry. So yeah, gonna go into it. Lunith does say his best matchup is PVZ.
Honor grounds.
What's that?
Honor grounds.
Oh, I don't know. Let's find out. Yes, I believe so.
Okay. There are 3 of them. I just want to make sure it's the right one.
Are they exactly the same health? I guess they must be the same health.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, one's 200 shield instead of.
Oh yeah. Oh, these motherfuckers. Oh, my bad.
Right.
Wrong overlay. They had to pick these colors.
Oh,
These assholes. Oh, okay.
They really hate us.
Yeah. All right, count it off.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
In the bottom right-hand corner, trying to close it out for Team Confed, it is the Zerg player, Zitranus.
And up here in the top right, representing All In, we have Lunith.
So, again, like I said with Cactus Valley back when we first started casting, is 4-player maps, right, are vastly different cross position compared to like close like this. I think this map actually is not as bad for like these positions for Zerg. If say Lunith was in the bottom left-hand corner, that's bad for Zerg because there's no 4th base you could take without being closer to your opponent unless you take the gold. This way you kind of have like Lunith has to come down past this gold base, past this like kind of weird bendy thing into the 3rd. So it's not as good as cross positions obviously for Zerg because you know cross positions for Zerg you have all the room in the world to micro, but it's still not great. So it looks like the Tranus is gonna go for a little bit of a cheesy play here, possibly, or he's gonna expand. Oh, he's gonna expand. Wait, did he just go gas pool? Okay, maybe that's just a thing. I don't know. I thought gas pool wasn't a thing.
Maybe.
Maybe. See, my CVP is awful, so it may just be a thing. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I know nothing. So
Yeah.
right.
What I'm gonna guess is it's just kind of a safety build in case something crazy shows up. Like I don't know. Maybe just like speed a little faster. That's all. So pool finishes. Gas should finish up right about now. He should get a couple lings and speed. And does he stay on speed? Does he stay on gas? He is staying on gas. He's getting over 100 gas here. So he will have this extra resources to do something with, something to tech with, something to go into drops or something like that.
Yeah.
Like for me, if I stay on gas, it's gonna be drops. It's really the only tech that I go for off 2 base. Mm-hmm.
What's interesting about this map for drops is like it's kind of you really kind of have to go for the natural because you'd have to fly right over the
for sure
wall and everything, and you try and go from the top. So
yeah, but I don't know if he's going for drops. Just trying to see a different player than me. He's in fact going for a Roach Warren, so it sounds like it's gonna be a 2-base Roach push unless he's gonna go for a 3rd soon. Doesn't look like it quite yet. So we'll see how many roaches he makes off this. He's banking a decent amount of gas, so I could see this being some sort of roach link pressure, making 4 more lings.
It looks. I don't know if he's completely cutting, but he might be cutting drones here at 20.
Yeah, for sure. There's 14 more lanes. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty big attack.
Yeah.
I don't know if Luna has sniffed this out yet. He has seen the gas pool. He did see the late hatchery. He did not see the roach warren though, so I'm not sure if he's able to. He knows what's coming yet.
He's just going for a twilight, so he's gonna have not really much.
Yeah, it's not gonna be too much for Luna to defend this. Could be kind of tough.
He's got this shade out here, so he's gonna see some of the lanes. But he didn't get the. If he'd stayed just another, if he could have been there another second, he would have seen.
He would have saw lanes. And here comes a lot. He is gonna try to micro-res macro a little bit here. I think that's a full wall. No, it's not. Is it? Wait, I can't tell. Now it's a full wall. Sentry does come out.
Yeah.
Pretty good timing on that sentry.
Now he's gonna get the photon overcharge off.
Nice. And these initial lanes probably are gonna be fended off.
Yeah. I think that he. Now he's gonna have an extra 2 pylons. So he's gonna. Lewis really needs to stall for photon overcharges here. This sentry is also gonna be very important.
Yeah, for sure. But now we got more coming on. We got some Ravagers, some Roaches. It's gonna be. The pressure is definitely not over yet.
Yeah. This photon overcharge here is going to nice fend off this little bit of an attack, but now that there's Ravagers here, he can actually start using them to pick stuff off. There will be Warp Gate finished, so once these gateways are done, Luna can begin to start pump out units, but this is a very strong attack.
Yeah, this is definitely not over yet.
And that pylon is down, and he's
he's in.
And the entirety of the building is unpowered.
Ouch. And this pylon's going to go down as well, and everything's unpowered. The Dark Shrine is 2/3 done, so that's not going to come into play at all.
Yeah, and he doesn't really have any gateways to use at this point. He's going to have these 2 that probably are going to be unpowered by the time that Dark Shrine's done anyway.
Yep, Dark Shrine does go down. And there it is. Lunatat's GG. You know, I thought he actually had a pretty decent chance of holding that because he was pretty close to it. Like, the first initial attack was fended off pretty well. It's just he wasn't prepared for the follow up.
I think his biggest problem though was he just didn't have anything that could contest Ravagers.
Yeah, basically the Ravagers came in. He just didn't have enough pylons.
Once they got into play, he was able to just burst down the pylons with the corrosive bile.
Yeah, for sure. Clan tourneys every Monday. Okay, so we've been trying to cast them every Monday, but I've been slacking. And also, Cameral's been casting them, which is great for me because I don't have to do it. Yeah. Well, I'll definitely cast the playoffs, and I'll probably cast last week's at some point. I don't know, whenever you want to do it, or someone wants to do it.
Come around.
Also, tomorrow I'm going to cast Proxy Tempest, so sign up for that. The Platinum Diamond, I'm casting that. So, yeah. I was going to say you could cast, but someone else is already casting it.
That's fine.
Next time.
Who knows if I don't have power?
Oh, that's good. That's a good point. Who knows if I'm not, like, under 3 feet of snow. And Sugar, we could always do Clan Wars. Just let me know at some point. Just message me on Discord or, like, Facebook or some shit. I'm everywhere. Alright. We're in on Proxima Station, game number 2.
Yep.
So this Tranus up 1-0. Here in the ace match. I don't know if I had the scoreboard up this entire time. I probably didn't.
Well, this is for the marbles right here.
Yep. If the Tranus does take this game, he will take the series and he will take the week for Confed.
So Lilith needs to hold on to force a deciding match here in the ace match.
Yep. All right. Tell me when. Countdown.
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
In the top right hand corner. I already messed up. Trying to close it out for Confed. It is Zatranus.
Down here in the bottom left, looking to survive for just one more game, we have Allin's Lilith.
All right. So to the Tranus last game, that's a little of a cheeky 2-base play. I like it. game 1 of a best of 3 series. Might as well put that in your opponent's mind real early. Make him think.
We'll have to see if Lunith alters at all and is more defensive, or he just soldiers on. Although it looks like he's just soldiering on.
Yeah, I have this feeling that he wouldn't change that much because, I mean, look at this map, right? You got a single ramp defending 2 bases. It's like, you know what? That last map, right? I had a double ramp defending 2 bases. It's a little bit harder to wall off. It takes a couple more pylons to block. But this map, one single pylon, one force field stops it. Done. Yeah. So I think he's feeling much safer.
Yes. Now I can't. It's much harder to speak for us, but just from a Terran perspective, I'm actually a little bit more afraid on these maps. If I'm
you think
honest.
So? For what?
Specifically against Zerg, in that you can sometimes get a little bit tunnel visioned and think, oh well, I wall off this one ramp and everything's fine, and then you get baneling busted and it's like
that is true.
You don't have a bunker, you don't have supply depots in front of it, and it can be a lot of problems. It's not the same as Progress because you're not as worried about just like getting baneling busted.
Yeah, for sure.
Same way, but I do think it's one of those things you have to be a little bit. Sometimes this small ramp can lull you into that false sense of security, and then a big attack comes and you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean,
oh no, I like what Lunith's doing. I like that he's not backing off.
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it also, you can't really change the way you play depending on the first game that hard, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely not.
I think whatever Lunith's comfortable with, he's going to continue to do it.
Yeah. Now, once you get to game 5, if you should start to pay attention.
Interestingly enough, Zatrantis did not take his 3rd base yet again. Still, he does go for this forward base. So I like the forward base in this matchup just because it's hard to scout that back base. But I mean, Lunith has a probe out there, so he knows it's not their base. But say that probe wasn't there. A pro would come in, see this 3rd base at the front. Okay, he's probably got a base in the back, natural, and we're fine. But
and also weirdly, like the base that's easier to defend is kind of mining longer.
Yeah, exactly. So Lunith is gonna spot out exactly when this 3rd base goes down, or he could guess after seeing the drone down there. He doesn't have like 100% confirmation, but he knows.
Yeah, and this time we're seeing him go big drone, so he's not. Not capping. He's got a 3rd, so
yep.
Zucana's definitely going to be going for a more longer game. It looks like Lunith, he's going for the Twilight and Robo right away.
Yep.
So similar to some of the other PvZs we've seen so far tonight.
Yep, and Zatrantis going to go for that pretty quick-ish overlord speed. Going to be able to get in there to scout out what he's doing. I think he's already spotted 2 of the tech structures. He actually spotted out the Robo facility. Didn't spot the Twilight Council with his Overlord on the side here. He almost got everything with his Overlord. But he's going to go for a drop, it looks like. He does have Neuroptized Carapace almost done, or not. The Lings run away. The Lings ran towards his Overlord, looking like it was going to be a drop.
Well, it's not. The Overlord hasn't been more. Now it's going to be more. So
yeah, there it is. Okay. And Dark Shrine coming out for Lunith, so he's going to go for that DT drop play, looks like, into Archon drop.
And the nice thing is, regardless of whether this drop does anything damage-wise, it's going to be a great scout here.
Where's the Mothership? Mothership is not quite in range. Where's Mothership, actually? Oh, he's going for a double drop. So drop in the natural, drop in the main. Where's the Mothership core, actually? Did he skip Mothership core?
No, I don't think he has one. No, he does not have a Mothership core.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
Although Lunith's probes are able to clean up most of the drop down here, and it looks like he defended this pretty well.
Yeah, he did lose 10 workers.
Yeah, alright, he didn't lose a couple probes, but although look at the probes to drones.
He is still dropping in. Does unpower the robotics facility?
Yeah, that's big though. Unpowering.
Where's the Warp Prism? Did he cancel it?
No, it's out. It's flying over into his Zatrantis' main.
Oh, I see it now. So this is gonna be a little tough. The Lings are just not really stopping here.
Is there? There's one, two. All right, there are
spores, but I mean,
he's not just gonna
here's the thing: Zatrantis doesn't have lair.
Oh,
so
that's 3 DTs, and there's nothing here to defend.
So DTs can kill a spore crawler pretty quickly.
So
if he gives them the chance.
It's like a bit of a base trade in which one side has photon overcharge and the other doesn't.
If Lunaf is on top of his DT micro, he's just gonna take out this Spore Crawler. The Lings in the main are still doing work. This is getting real scrappy.
This might just, I mean, there's 10 drones on that. This might just be a dead, it's definitely a dead main.
If he goes for
Spore
it.
Crawler's coming
I'll
up.
kill the Spore Crawler. Not kill the Spore
He kills
Crawler.
that Spore Crawler. Although now his natural is completely exposed.
Yep. So these DTs are just being super annoying. He's even gonna get this little slight wall off here, so like all the roaches have to walk through a meat grinder of death over here. I like to pick up and drop immediately just because why not? Bless you. And he does have to. He's gonna get here and kill that Spore Crawler off because the roaches were a little bit out of position, and now he's nothing to detect them.
And yeah, that Spore Crawler's done. This main is completely exposed.
Yep.
His natural is completely exposed, and I think Lunaf is more or less.
He's gonna kill 2 bases.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big thing is that like so the Transit went for this big like Ling drop play, but the thing is Lings will eventually die to probes if you have enough of probes, unless you have enough Lings. He just didn't have enough Lings. DTs can fight on their own. they don't care.
And like he lost them, but he more or less he kept his probe count pretty well, so he's still at 38 probes. Here on the other side of the map, I mean, 17. That's just not.
Yeah.
It has really
on one base.
Yeah, and sure he's gonna be able to push. At this point, he can defend the Spore Crawler, but I mean, one base is not enough.
Yeah, and the pool's gonna go down, and
yeah, he's gonna lose all of his any tech that he had.
Yep.
Luckily, his Roach Warren's down here, so I'll have something. But nope, there's a GG.
Yeah, Lunaf decides. I mean, the Transit decides. No, we're not gonna try to fight back in this position. So that was an interesting game. It was 2 build orders that clash in the way I actually really haven't seen too much.
Yeah, and I give Lunaf credit there for like he's under attack, but saying, all right, what can I do to get back into this, and then essentially what am I going to do to win this game?
Yep. All right, going now into the final game of the series. The series is tied 3-3, and also tied 1-1 in the ace match. So this is for all the marbles.
This is game point of game point.
Yes, it is. Let's see. Go on replays. What map is this on? It is going to be on Newkirk Precinct. This is split map possibility. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel like Newkirk's one of those maps where like you actually have a split map. Like there's no like contested bases in the middle, so all your bases are pretty much like protected on either person.
Yeah, this is your split map.
This is the most. This is the map you see the most Carrier versus Broodlord, Corruptor, Viper bullshit on.
You could draw. I say you could draw a line, but there actually are some lines that run down the middle of the map.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfectly.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
All right, in the bottom right-hand corner of Newkirk Precinct, we have the pink Zerg. It is Confed Zatranus.
Over here on the left-hand side, playing for all in, we have Luke.
All right, so all the marbles. Would you cheese?
Yes.
Would you cheese? You got the balls for that? Got those cojones?
If you have a build that you think is gonna work,
just do it, right?
Like, if you let the fact that it's game point
bother, yeah.
builds change.
That's a good point.
You've done something wrong.
That's a good point.
I wouldn't cheese specifically because it's game point, because it's the same thing on the other side.
Yeah.
But
it's like to you, it's any other game you have to win, right?
Yeah. If you don't treat it like that, I think you're making a mistake. Now some players are different. Some players are I like that. That was
like the timing was a little bit off for Lunar and like perfect for Zatranus.
If you looked at his clicks, his drone was gonna like kind of
it was gonna
and then he sealed a probe and just was like, no, putting this down.
Yeah. I mean, he had 300 minerals exactly, put it down, perfect timing. A lot of times you'll get the block off if you go for a pylon scout because it's just Zergs aren't perfect. You're not gonna have that the drone in place 100% of the time.
Yeah.
But the Zatranus was on top of it. He got his hatchery down, and you don't have to deal with that obnoxious, like, oh, I gotta change my build now, I gotta make a spawning pool, I gotta wait for the Ling to come out, it's a pylon, and all that bullshit. So, yeah. And let's see.
Looks like Lunith is sticking with this Nexus first, gateway, and then double gas. I think he's done it pretty much every game we've seen from him.
I do kind of like that Lunith always has a probe. He like doesn't really care about his scouting probe. He kind of like always keeps on the other side of the map. He doesn't always bring it back immediately. It's just like, as a Zerg, you know there's a probe still somewhere on your side of the map, and it's always in the back of your mind. And Lunith comes in to scout the gas timing, and sees that again Zatrantis is still on gas after mining 100 for the speed. I mean, I played.
Both players have done basically the same initial opening
As last game, right? Yeah. This is actually a pretty big tell too. Now he sees a lot more Lings than is normal.
Yeah. And
he sees the amount of gas that's being mined.
Yeah, this is the second time we've seen him stop at 20 drones. Although this time, so this is a Bailey now, so it's not going to be roaches like last time, but it's going to be the same sort of two-base aggression.
Yep. So we were talking about would you cheese on the last game, and looks like Zatrantis is going to go for the all-in play. Really putting us to shame. I mean, we are the all-in clan. What's going on here?
Lunith doing this is more or less exactly what he had to defend
the first map
attack.
Oh, the roach attack, yeah.
Where he had the Twilight Council, Zealot blocking the wall, depth in the back.
Yep. Lunith is
going for a sentry.
Also gonna go check for the third base over here, so he knows. All right, this is something coming. He knows there's no third base. Dropped the pylon. I think he was gonna try to get some forward warpins possibly, but the Zatrantis was on top of it, got some Lings down. I think this Motion even spots it. Yeah, this Mothership Core actually spots everything.
The big difference between game one is that this Mothership Core is over here right now and not at the third.
Yeah, for sure.
Or the natural.
He does bait out a single photon overcharge, which is actually kind of big because a single photon overcharge targeting on Banelings can't stop it.
Baneling for the Mothership.
Nice target fire there. Every Baneling that the Zatrantis loses before attacking could be big.
Ooh, a lot of Banelings going down. There was a little bit of like. He's gonna get in though.
He's gonna get in. This is looking kind of rough. The Baneling does take out another
sentry.
Another sentry.
Though this pylon covers basically everything, so there's not much more he's gonna be able to do, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna probably try to get into the main.
Get into the main, but it's only 3 Lings.
Yeah, 3 Lings are not gonna do much.
Well, they turn the Banelings.
Well, if they turn the Banelings and Lunith doesn't realize it, yes, they could do a lot. But
yes.
In the end, Lunith is still ahead in workers, 25 to 18. And actually, he does scout out these Zerglings on the side with a little probe scout. And I don't think these should get anything done. Yeah, the Banelings being morphed are just gonna get targeted down.
Targeted down with a Mothership.
And the big difference now, I think, with this game and last game is Lunith does have Dark Shrine completed. So if he warps in 1 Dark Shrine anywhere on this wall, he can't break it.
2 DTs.
Yep.
And
this is also a full wall. This is about as walled off as you could get as a Protoss.
Yeah.
It's like 2 gateways deep.
Yeah. It looks like Zatrantis does a little bit quicker on his
Banelings getting kills.
Spore Crawlers, and with more Lings this time, I think he's going to be able to defend against these DTs.
Yeah, he should be able to. If anything, the Lings will get a surround and buy him time for whatever he needs to get out. But these DTs are going to try to come in and target down a Spore Crawler. Or honestly, he's probably going to target down any kind of drones.
The other nice thing is these DTs are not, I wouldn't call them not control, but kind of.
Ooh, nice surround.
Yeah, he's going to clean up these DTs.
Yeah, Lunith went in hoping that like he could get in there without the Spore Crawler spotting him, but there was a Spore Crawler there, and he was able to get a surround. Zatrantis, that is.
So economically, Lunith is in a very good position.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't have much of an army to speak of, just 5 Zealots.
Yeah, no third base for Zatrantis at all.
Yeah, Robo coming up, so my guess is Lunith is going to try and transition more towards something normal-ish. Do you think that's true on the other side? Do you think we're going to see just like Roach-ish, or?
I think so. When you see a Templar type of or Dark DT Archon type play and I think also the fact that Zatrantis has seen a ton of Lunaf's games and knows how much he loves charge dots, when it's gonna be definitely roach based on me.
There's some lings under an overlord, so and no
Some
turning
Baneling
damage.
drops.
There's gonna be another Baneling. There's gonna be a big Baneling drop, and
I really actually the more I watch this, the more I really like the way Zatrantis is playing it. Just like keep this aggression up. That even if he doesn't kill his opponent, he does put him kind of on a economic back foot. The only issue is Lunaf has been able to hold it just enough that he's staying ahead of Zatrantis on everything. Like I love aggressive Zerg play. It's just Lunaf's been holding it so perfectly. I do like the slow overlay drop.
Hoping that you're better at the craziness than your opponent.
Yeah.
So
But Lunaf's been pretty good at it so far.
Powerful attack though.
Yeah, this one Archon is gonna be very powerful as is like 3 roaches.
Ooh, this could be.
Oh, the Banelings. That one probe's trying to sacrifice. Oh, ow.
Oh.
That was. Oop. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck me. Did I just restart the game? I did. They really gotta move that. Don't worry, I'll get there in a second. What time? What time are you at?
I'm at 7:38. I paused.
Okay, I'm at 7:25. I'll tell you when I'm at 7:38. You said?
Yep.
All right. I'll tell you when I'm there. 3, 2, 1, 7:38.
All right.
Shh.
I think
Alright.
that could have been worse for Lunaf.
Yeah, I think he only lost like. Well, I can't tell. I think he lost 5 workers. He was at 16 before, maybe a little more than 16 before. So like 4 workers or so.
But the one thing is, it has given Zatrantis finally a worker lead. Although I don't know if he's gonna have one after this attack.
Yep, there's not much here to defend. A lot of charge zealots are coming in with these Archons.
There are 16 lings, and that's just not enough.
Yeah, these zealots are gonna come in and just wreak havoc on everything. And these Archons are just gonna be the big bullies of this game. With 3 roaches, you can't kill 2 Archons.
Yeah,
I've tried.
There's just nothing to. And there's a DT in there.
Yeah. He's gonna pull the boys, and looks like pulling the boys against a DT and 2 Archons. Not gonna go so hot. And there it is. GG pulls it off. GG pulls off. Luna pulls it off. Takes the ace match. Takes the series for all inspiration. And we go up 4-3 into the playoffs. I think. I don't even know.
There were moments where we could have lost that.
Oh, absolutely. There are moments where I could have lost it in my game.
That too. I'm just saying, like in general,
yeah.
we cut that one close.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's update that scoreboard. Get that 4-3 going. Give Lunaf the win. And yeah. So that's it. As you can see, we started off with 3 losses and ended with 4 wins. It was an emotional weekend for all of us.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. First off, the all in the Nidus all kill league. That name's a mouthful. Playoffs against Confed first, winning that off of a Lunaf all kill, which was sick. So Lunaf is a god for that. And then going in directly afterwards, knowing that me and Lunaf had to win our next 2 games to win the week. Oh, it was beautiful. I like it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube probably as soon as I finish. As I go offline, I'll start the upload and do all the things. Oh, I'm gonna have to have weird timestamps because it was backwards. We casted Tech 4 before we casted Bork.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, it's okay. So yeah, follow me, follow you, follow all. I don't have All Inspirations Twitter on this thing. Weird. That's fine. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. I am going to be casting Proxy Tempest Platinum Diamond Tournament. Winner of that gets coaching from someone in Eastlof Gaming, I think, or Sloth Esports, something like that. So sign up for that. Watch me on that. I'm gonna put that on that's gonna be on the Proxy Tempest channel. They put up a lot of tournaments for like lower leagues and stuff. I think it's Monday's Masters, no GMs. Tuesday is Diamond, Platinum, and I think Thursday or Friday is the Open. I don't remember. There's a bunch of information everywhere. Just look up Proxy Tempest. But yeah, so that's basically all I've got. I'll let you know when this goes on YouTube. Got anything else?
Nope. Should be good.
All right. See you guys later. Let me host some. Who we got? We got 11 viewers. Ooh, double digits, baby. Let's see. Who is streaming? Do I want to give us the rough? No, not really. Riser's not streaming. Awkward. Yeah, let's give it to Demi Love. I like Demi Love. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.